Have you ever wondered why every single country on Earth seems to be drowning in debt? Like seriously, how can the United States owe over $38 trillion, Japan owe over $10 trillion, and France, Italy, and the UK owe trillions too? And the strangest part, they all owe money, but to whom? Are countries secretly borrowing from aliens? Of course not, but the real answer is just as mind-blowing. So today we're going to break it down, step by step, like we're explaining it to a curious 10-year-old. Let's start from the beginning. Chapter 1. What is national debt? Imagine a small country. The country collects money from people every year. That's taxes. Now imagine the town wants new roads, schools, hospitals, police and firefighters. But the money collected this year isn't enough. So the country borrows money and says, we'll pay it back over time. That borrowed money is national debt. You'll hear different names: national debt, public debt, government debt, and sovereign debt. They all mean the same thing. Money a government has borrowed and hasn't paid back yet. That's it, no mystery. Chapter 2. Why do countries borrow money? Here's the key idea. Governments don't borrow because they're careless. They borrow because waiting is expensive. Let's say a bridge is falling apart. The government has two choices. 1. Wait 10 years, save money, then fix it. 2. Borrow today and prevent accidents now. Most choose option 2. Countries borrow to build infrastructure, run schools and hospitals, pay government workers, fight wars or handle crises, stimulate the economy during recessions. Borrowing lets a country solve problems now instead of later. The assumption is simple. If the economy grows in the future, repaying will be easier. Chapter 3. Who lends money to countries? This is where many people get confused. Countries don't usually borrow from one giant secret bank. They borrow through bonds. A bond is a written promise. The government says, give me $1,000 today. I'll give it back in 10 years, plus interest. Who buys these bonds? Regular people, for example. When you buy a US Treasury bond, you're actually lending money to Uncle Sam. Banks buy government bonds. Pension funds, they buy bonds because it is very safe. Insurance companies get safe and stable returns. Other countries, China, for instance, holds over $700 billion in US debt. That means part of America's debt is owed to China. For example, the US sells treasury bonds. Other nations buy them as safe investments. So yes, countries often owe money to each other. International lenders. Sometimes countries also borrow from global institutions like IMF and World Bank. These institutions help countries in financial trouble, but usually with conditions attached. Think of it like a loan with rules. Chapter 4. Is national debt a bad thing? Not automatically. What matters is size compared to income. This is called the debt to GDP ratio. Simple way to think about it. If you earn $100,000 a year and owe $10,000, that's manageable. But if you earn $100,000 and owe $1 million, that's dangerous. Chapter 5. Can a country be debt-free? Yes, but it's rare. One often cited example is Macau. Macau is a special administrative region, SAR, of China, located on the southern coast near the Pearl River Delta. Macau earns enormous revenue from tourism and casinos, so it doesn't need to borrow much. It has high degree of autonomy in legal, economic, and administrative affairs. But Macau is not a sovereign nation. Conclusion. So let's bring it all together. Countries borrow to grow and function. Debt is a tool, not a moral failure. They borrow from citizens, markets, institutions, and other nations. What matters is sustainability, not zero debt. National debt is central or federal government's debt, not city or state debt. They can take their own debts. If this explanation helped you truly understand national debt, hit like. If you enjoy clear, story-driven explanations of money and economics, subscribe. And if you know someone who thinks countries are broke like people, share this video with them. Check out my other videos where I break down complex topics in simple language.